Hello, please, ma'am. You're welcome to today's Punch Live debate. Can I get to know you?
Yes, thank you. My name is Our Royal Highness Victoria Olubanke Onero, voice of the oppressed, covenant of truth, a freedom fighter. Speak the truth, even though it's against your own self. That's why.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Victoria. All right, so you're welcome to today's edition of Punch Live Debate. I would like you to introduce yourself.
My name is Olalekun Adigun. I'm the secretary for the Alliance for Defense of Lagos. I'm a writer, I'm a researcher, and I'm a resident of Lagos.
All right, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I would like to ask a few questions as regards the protest that will happen on Saturday. Please, why are you for Occupy Lekki Toll Gate? What's your aim and objective?
Yeah, first of all, this might not really be a debate for me. It's like a moment of truth. Tomorrow is the day of the oppressed. Tomorrow, the protest is about the victim of the answers, the injured. We want justice for them. Some of them are handicapped now. Some of them dead. We just want Lagos to hold this thing. Massacre really happened. I was a witness. But I believe it's time for us to just say, we're not saying they should not open the toll or take money. All I want is justice for the victims. At the panel, the governor did not show up. The army stopped coming. I've been going there too. And the panel has been compromised now. And what I want to say tomorrow is going to hold. Even with all the threats from Lagos State, from Hamosu. And I want them to know tomorrow we're marching, we're coming. We're coming with pen and pencil and paper and crayons. We're coming with our foot and a bottle of water. People that are coming to their doctors, they are engineers. I'm a mother of boys. I'm a mother of 3 boys. So people that are coming, they are like me and you. Innocent people. We're not coming to fight. We just want the government to listen to our voice and know the right thing. That's it.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Victoria. Mr. Adigo, I'll be giving the mic to you, and I want you to explain to me your aim and objective of Defend Lagos. Why do you support? Why are you behind that team? What's your aim and objective?
Thank you very much once again. Defend Lagos is, as the name implies, Defend Lagos. We are Lagosians. We are residents of Lagos. Some of us are property owners in Lagos. We were born in Lagos. And it has taken so many years to build Lagos to the extent at which it is today. Lagos, it may interest you to know, is about the largest subnational economy in Africa today. And given that, to reduce Lagos to shambles is not what we will live to see. We have to be in a situation where we take Lagos further and further, not to reduce it to ashes. As we saw in October, the wanton carnage and the destruction that took place after the NSAS is not what we will fold our hands to see. I, for one, participated in the NSAS. I work here at Chisco. My office at Chisco, just at the bus stop here. What we do, I was here almost on daily basis, including on October 20th. But when I heard of the curfew, as a law-abiding citizen, as a law-abiding person, I left around 11 or 12 o'clock. That was when I left the toll gate. Because I know when there is a curfew is a legal instrument. But if there are people who think that they can choose the laws that they obey, then there is a recipe for anarchy. We cannot leave Lagos at the mercy of anarchists and domestic terrorists. That is why we of the Defend Lagos are coming to say, look, we are property owners. We want, and let me say this and make it fundamentally clear, we are not against protests. We are not against peaceful protests. What we are against is violent protests. I don't want us to have the impression that we of the Defend Lagos or we of the Alliance for Defense of Lagos are against anyone protesting. No. What we are against is protest where you turn, the toll gate, protest where you turn, where you block the toll gates, and denying the rights to other citizens to use the same toll gates. Protest where you will block the roads and denying other tax-paying citizens the right to use the same road. Those are things we are against. Otherwise, if you are just having a protest, we don't have a problem against it. If, for example, the law says that, oh, this is how we should protest, we are law-abiding citizens. We are not irresponsible group of people. So that's why we are coming tomorrow, Saturday, to this same toll gates.
All right, Mr. Adigo, thank you very much. Mrs. Victoria, I don't know if you have anything as regards their aim and objective. Do you have anything to say as that?
Yeah, okay. First of all, what's your name, please? Lekon.
Mr. Lekon.
Yeah, Lekon. Well said, a bit. But I like what you said, that you are not against the protest. Yeah, I like that. Tomorrow too, we're not like. First of all, I'm not a bastard. I'm a full daughter of this land. I am Oniru. Spring, right? I am. So we're talking about landowner. Yes, we have properties. We are Lagos. But when you see injustice, and you're keeping quiet, that means you're against. You are with the oppressed. Now, not with the oppressors. No, you are with the oppressors, not with the oppressed. I am with the oppressed. Tomorrow we're coming, not to block anywhere. We can stay by the roadside and let it. That will be pass. We stay pass. Vehicle will pass. But we want Lagos. We want the world to see that we want justice. What we want is so simple. Justice for the victim. As a matter of massacre happened for those that died. Why we demand for I don't think it can take them 5 minutes. So okay, yes, we hear you. We will do what you want. I'm fine. The system will not be affecting me, but I have family that the system is affecting. One way or the other, my dear brother here, the system is affecting him. I know that for sure. So what we want is a better future for everybody. My point, the main point here, the victims, some are handicapped now. Some still have bullets in their body, on their head. We want justice for them. That's all. And life goes on. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more, nothing more. And we are coming with a pen and paper and crayon, with the posters, with placards, and a bottle of water. A plastic bottle, not workable something. That's what we're coming out with. That's it. We are law-abiding citizens too.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Victoria. This is the Punch Live Debate, and you can send in your questions via the comment section, then I'll get to ask them. Mr. Adigo, I just have another question for you. Why did you decide to choose the same date, occupy Lekki Toll Gate? Why do you guys decide to choose the same date and protest on the same day and the same venue?
Well, there is no law guiding how you choose the day or the time or whenever for your protest. I'm no stranger to protests. I went to the Obafemi Awolowo University. I protested like for 5 years. I did my master's degree in political science. My MSc thesis was actually about protests. So I'm not a stranger, and I have 2 publications, journal publications on protests. Having said that, she mentioned justice. When we talk about justice, if we must be fair, the Lagos state government actually is about the only government in the whole 36 states of the Federation that have pursued the 5 for 5. If we want to be fair, Lagos state government's panel of inquiry on police brutality is about the most covered, the most functional, and the most responsive. If we want to be fair, for example, the Okuzu in Anambra, where in fact most of the incidents of SARS brutality took place, if the panel has almost no SARS. In Oyo State, during the NSAS, there was the case of somebody dying, being killed in Ogbomoso. The panel had their inaugural sitting. The panel in Oyo State had their inaugural sitting just a few days ago. Whilst Lagos have almost had 4 months of sitting. Coming to the question of justice that she raised, when you talk about justice, you have to talk about the institutions. The reason for setting up of the panel of inquiry is to look at the issues. It's not based on emotions. It's not based on sentiment. Law does not recognize sentiments. The law recognizes facts and figures, not fictions. You have to be able to prove the case. She mentioned that some people have bullets in their body. All you need to be able to tender this as evidence, otherwise it's no say. And that was why the panel last week took their decision 5-4. There are 9 members of the panel. And they took their decision on the basis of the facts available before them, not the ones that are not available before them. The incident that took place on October 20, what really happened? Let's even set a background to it. The Lekki Concession Company, which is just a private company anyway, that is in charge of the Lekki toll gate, went to the panel, made a simple prayer that, okay, can I commence operation since I have not been found culpable? It's a simple matter. The matter was put to vote, 5 members of the panel against 4. It's just simple and common sense. So I think it's just justice for us to allow the institutions to play.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Adigun. This is still Punch Live Debate. And if you have any questions, don't forget to drop it in the comment section as I'm going to be asking them those questions. Mrs. Victoria, I will ask you another question. The Commissioner of Police has said that there should be no protest on Saturday. What do you have to say as regards that?
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to ask some question. If you can hear me, Mr. Habusu, are you afraid of protests? I don't know why Lagos are afraid of protests. They are always afraid when we want to use our voice to demand for our rights and everything. Why we're going to protest? We're moving. And we are gentle people, taxpayer, law-abiding citizen of this nation. I'm a daughter of Ireland. So we're coming out peacefully and demand justice for the Lekki answers. Yeah, we're coming out. We're moving peacefully with pens and pencil and prayers. We are coming.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Victoria. All right, Mr. Adigun, I'll be asking you the same question. What do you feel as regards what the Commissioner of Police has said? He said there should be no protest. What do you have to say as regards that?
Well, as a law-abiding citizen, knowing fully what protest is, I will take the normal response from the police as a precaution to forestall what we saw in October. That's just normal, it's just natural, in my opinion. But that won't stop us from still coming out, to protest. However, what we will not take is when protests condescend to the looting, the burning, and the destruction of private properties, including those of targeted individuals. It can be you. It can be me. You cannot hide under the guise of protest. Protest does not confer you immunity to commit crimes. We need to make this point clear. And that was explained in the case of the Capitol Hill invasion in the US. When some people took laws into their hands, the law will take its course. So the police has the right to issue the statement they want to issue. If they say, oh, maybe our protest is legal, we will go back home. We have no problem. We are not protest merchants. We are not protest entrepreneurs. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Adigun. But it is known that the duty of the police is to protect life and properties. And the same police has come out to say there should be no protest on this particular day. And your team are saying they want to defend Lagos. Is it like protecting with what you've said you are here to protect the lives and properties, there should be no burning, there should be no looting. What are you trying to say as regards protecting lives and properties and also coming out to protest that day?
Good. Very interesting question. I've been expecting that question. We protecting properties, protecting public properties is also a civic responsibility for a responsible citizen. A responsible citizen will not destroy public or private properties. Our own responsibility, constitutionally guaranteed, is to protect properties. And even by virtue of Police Act, Section 4, a private citizen can make arrests. We need to make that clear. We can also helping the law enforcement agencies to perform their duty is also a constitutional and legal responsibility. We, as responsible legal citizens, will do that. We will help the police and other law enforcement agencies.
All right. Oh, you have something to say, ma? Okay.
Let me, first of all, so I'm going to take you back to the panel. Everybody knows this nation is a culture of impunity. That's one. The panel is being compromised. So that's that. Number two, he said, my beloved man here said if I want, they're coming to ensure no property is damaged. People that are coming tomorrow too, they are respectable people. I've said that earlier. We're not hoodlums. So we're coming in peace to protect property as well. And we want justice for the victims. And that's that one. Yeah, that's that one. So the police, he said that they want to work with the police. No, you don't have to work with the police. Police are here to protect both of us. Both the Lagos Defend and the Occupy Toge. But I want to take you back somewhere. Yesterday at Obalende, there was a fight between NURTW. This fight in front of Kamsalem police station. I know what, to my main surprise, I was surprised that the DefendLagos, they didn't go there. I didn't see them there to defend their inheritance. But why here? Why this door? Why? That's the question. Just answer. Yeah.
Yes, yesterday I was actually at Obalede yesterday, and the matter that happened between two factions, of the NURTW actually involves matters involving their mode of operation, and which was effectively curtailed in some minutes or a few hours after the incident happened. I don't see how that relates to protests as private citizens. Are you getting my point now? Now, when you talk about protests, in as much as you have the right to protest, I also have the right to protest. Are you getting my point now? So it's not the case that, oh, I have the right to protest, some people don't have the right to protest. It shouldn't be that. And I said that in my opening statement, that we in DefendLagos are not against peaceful protests. We are not against, I stress that very, very emphatically. But what we are against are domestic terrorists, anarchists, and hoodlums. Those are the people we are against. Except you are any of these, you shouldn't have a problem with DefendLagos.
Okay, thank you very much. This is still the second edition of Punch Live Debate, and a lot of questions have been rolling in. Remember, you can drop your questions in the comment section. All right, this question is for Mr. Adigun. Alison Williams from Facebook said, why didn't you defend Lagos when government sent its agents to disrupt a peaceful rally and kill protesters holding flags?
You said?
Okay, Alison Williams on Facebook says, why didn't you defend Lagos when government sent its agents to disrupt a peaceful rally and kill protesters holding flags?
I am a law-abiding citizen, like I said before, and a curfew is a legal instrument. It's a legal measure. Once there is a curfew, what a responsible citizen will do is it's just like if there is conflagration, and you are expecting the fire to notify you before it starts burning. It doesn't make any sense. What you do is look for the exit door and leave there immediately. I wouldn't be waiting when there is a curfew. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so Mr. Adigun, you have another question from Facebook. This is Sheol Stand Akintobi on Facebook. He says, who is bankrolling you?
Who is bankrolling you like Fani Kayode? I'm bankrolling myself. I came on my own. I'm a citizen of Lagos. I'm a citizen of Nigeria. And if there's anybody bankrolling me, it's for my employer who I work for, who pay my salary. Those are the people bankrolling.
Okay, thank you very much. This question goes to Mrs. Victoria. Oyekomi Temitope Zakaria on Facebook asks, he said, who is this woman seeking justice for?
The victims, the victim of the HENSAS, the angel, the death. We want Lagos to own it, that this really happened. And now, one quick one here. Yes, we talking about, you spoke about curfew like 3 times. Yes, Lagos said, they said curfew, there will be curfew. Even the soldier came before curfew. Do you know that? The soldier came before curfew. Do you see the culture of impunity I'll be talking about?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mrs. Victoria. You have another question from Facebook from Ibrahim Libata. He said, why Mrs. Victoria didn't go to court to get justice instead of protesting?
I protest. I'm an activist, freedom fighter. I protest. I was here during the answers. I am the Victoria that make the panel to keep going. When the person refused to come out, I came out with Dabiba and some people. Yeah, I said, yeah, we are the leaders of the answers. Kill us or you leave us. We hold you. And we came out, so the panel continued. That's it.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Adigo. I really appreciate you, and Mrs. Victoria, I really appreciate you. You wanted to counter what she said. Okay.
She said the panel. Now, I said something before that the Lagos Judicial Panel is actually the most functional of all the 36 panels that you have currently, and you cannot really say that you are the one that made Lagos NSAS panel move on. Lagos NSAS panel has actually been performing their constitutional responsibilities, and that they perform. So to say that their compromise is to be economical with the truth.
Okay, thank you very much. This is still the second edition of the Punch Live debate. Thank you for joining us. I hope you've heard all what they said as regards the protest. Thank you so much. My name is Adebinkwe Olajiga, and behind the camera is Femi Daudu. Thank you.